little bit too much sun yesterday. Holy, it's hot days and the sun's intense. Planted a lot of plants yesterday. And then one of the dogs went and ate a bunch of them. I'm like, no, don't do that. But yeah, cheers to a happy Friday. Looks like tomorrow I'm going fishing and foraging. Boat's all ready. Yep, I have a new CPAP machine. Have to try that tonight. It's mobile. I can go on airplane mode. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Yep. New widgets. I have no idea what a widget is. Oh, which I do. Media assets, banners, style, notes, people, private chat. Oh my. Well, so far there's 0 chatters. No, nope. It was flash. Just having coffee, waking up. It's Friday morning. And yeah, the engine was drained of gasoline over the winter. But hey, MKP007, happy Friday to you as well. Yeah. So it was stored with the fuel out of it. That's how you store it, because after a few months, it gets into a gelatinous, greeny, gooey gob, and your float doesn't work right. Your jet doesn't work right. So you're out there, and it's just nasty when your engine doesn't work and you're in the North Pacific, right? It's the San Juan Islands archipelago that I'm going up through, and play around a little bit in the Southern Gulf Islands. And there's some places I like to go get wintergreens and Salile tips and Mahonia tips. They're delicious. And then I'll catch up, some fish from shore, and I'll cook them outside. That'll be fun. I have some gear for cooking fish outside. That's really neat. So that's my weekend coming up. That's on the agenda. And yesterday I planted a ton of plants. And then I went out, I came back, and my dog was pissed at me because I left him, outside. He went and he ate all the plants. I'm like, really? So this morning, first thing I'm doing is I'm going out with another tray and I'm plant it. And he's not going outside that way. You can go at the front and chew all you want and all that garlic. So yeah. Oh, I do love my coffee. Just woke up about probably an hour ago. Started reading this book, Apple Cider Vinegar, by Patricia Bragg. Well, there you go. You might recognize the Bragg. Yeah. That's a good book. I've read one similar. Look at all the crap on it. I read one similar, and it's really cool. This one's by Patricia Bragg. She's a nutritionist. She has a PhD. She's a naturopathic doctor, and she's most likely connected to the Bragg Empire. Yeah, but rich source of potassium, helps control your weight, improves digestion, helps fight arthritis, soothes sore throats, bottle them. It's an endless thing. It says that it does. Soothes sunburns, prevents dry hair, helps maintain more youthful, vibrant body. Hey, Shawnee. Welcome. My Vancouver Island lifestyle. Well, welcome. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, apple cider vinegar. Okay, did I miss anybody? Oh, it's Howie. Oh, yeah, pretty much how. Look at the sun that I ended up with yesterday. When I was on your live stream last night, I was like ready to fade right out because it was a long day of planting. Oh my God. Thank God I had lots of help. So I ended up getting half the food forest floor planted with tomatoes and various different plants. So that was exciting. And then I went out. I had to go get a new CPAP machine. I come back and my dog went right behind me in the rows. He's sitting there looking at me. You left me outside. Right? So I just went, okay. So I just went and got another tray. And he's watching me and he's just like he's horrified that I have to do it again. He realized what he did was pretty cool. So the Bud Files, welcome. How it's been a wild week here. I bet, hey. Sorry I didn't stay on your live. Happy day. Yeah, happy Friday. Need to buy more soil for the raised beds. Oh my God, can't believe the prices, whether it's in bags or dump truck delivery, the businesses are price gouging. And I just had to move my magnifier. Businesses are price gouging and getting away with it. Yeah. LGG love. Welcome. Nice to see you again. Where are we? Okay. Get back on to, okay. Monday, I took the kids ice skating. Cool. Oh, you fell down. Oh, that's not good. I hit the back of my head. Got him out. No way. I've been getting better every day. Also took the kids to the first sewing class, nature school 2 day. Yeah, here you have to wear, to get into the public skating rink, you have to have a helmet on or they won't let you in. I don't know if you were you outside at like a public one? Yeah. Nature school 2 day. Wow. I've been getting better every day. You know what? Just take it easy. Don't lift anything heavy and just relax and drink some nice tea, chamomile. Just relax. Don't do anything. Concussion means you've bled a little, hey? Just saying, from the blood to brain barrier. Got to be careful. Wash some organic grapes really good and savor eating them. Chew them 25 times. Just saying. Best I got. Take it easy. Lots of sun on you. Yes. That's good stuff. Yes. Apple cider vinegar. Indoor arena. Yeah. Indoor arena here. You get dinged right away. Where's your helmet? I mean, that ice is pretty hard, eh? I've seen people crack their elbows, their knees, their jaw, their skull. And it doesn't have to be, wear a knee pad, wear an elbow pad, wear a helmet. I love safety. Cheers to safety. No lifting. Yeah, don't lift. And you want to be careful that blood to brain barrier. Grapes are your best bet, organic grapes. Wash them real good and then masticate, really chew and savor it for 25 to 50 times so your absorption rate goes up. And that blood to brain barrier is sacred, hey? Because that's where congeal can happen and you don't want that, hey? Especially if you've got a concussion. I've had a concussion. I've had a few. It's not pleasant. When I was younger, I was a pretty tough, ruffian. Yeah. If you bugged me at all, boy, the fisticuffs came up. That's how I lived for the first dozen years of my life. Just scrap. I mean, all your family are Irish and and they all have tempers. So could scrap before breakfast. It gave you a concussion sometimes. I remember a few times going to the bus stop, slugging it out with other kids that just because that's what you did. I felt very motion sick. Yeah, be careful there, Johnny. Take it easy. No lifting. No walking any great distance. Just drink some tea and let the dishes be dirty in the sink or whatever. The hubby looks after it. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. No driving, nothing for a week. I'd take a week off doing nothing. I'm a lot better. Oh, yeah, it's probably been a few days. Hey, it's freezing here still. You know what? We had a light little frost. I was just like, oh, winter's here. Baby, we had this little tiny frost, and you could see it on the edge of the hill up here. I'm down a little bit, down by the ocean. Making tea now. Yeah, I haven't been able to stand in the kitchen. Hubby has been helping. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Don't just breathe in, big deep breaths, out. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And a lot of people do like a type of meditation where you picture your imagineering of seeing blue air going in through your nose and yellow air going out through your mouth, and you circular breathe that, and then you become more grounded, and your chi, your inner life force, flows better. Hey, and you're oxygenating to your body. But definitely eat a bowl of grapes. Yeah, organic ones. I wouldn't eat the dirty ones unless you can clean them pretty darn good. Hey, it's Danny and Lorraine. Hello, welcome, 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 all the way from Newfoundland. That's the great thing about this YouTube stuff. Hey, you can talk to people all over the world. Yeah, cheers. Good to see you. I've watched a lot of your videos. I like that you have a survival cabin. Smart. Don't tell anybody where it is. Yeah, people will find it anyway. Yeah, but that's okay. It's probably cool people you know. Here we build tree houses similar to what you've built, like a lean-to type. Build those and find natural caves here, which is pretty cool. And then there's old kilns, Japanese kilns for making biochar, right? You can see where they make the charcoal. They burn the wood to make charcoal, and then they ship it, you see. This is back 100 years ago. That's what you find in where I'm going. I'm going into the southern Gulf Islands. And for a while, that's where I'm starting here. I'm going tomorrow. The boat's being readied now. Well, God willing, there's no 100K gust of wind. I've seen it. Sometimes it's a ripper. Danny, only Danny's dad know where it is. Smart. That's what you want. Because if you have to leave a bunch of zombies behind, you don't want them knowing where you are. That's what I like about caves or tree houses. Tree houses are really big here, and you could actually buy a kit, and it's a round tree house, and it goes up into the forest, and it has dynamic lines on it. So when the trees go back and forth or wind moves them, they'll stretch. And I seen it. I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool. Brad, good morning. And all GG love. Yeah. And I've seen many kinds of tree houses here. This one kid, he built one in a maple not far from here. And he had a big fire in it. And was like, holy jeez, when I went up to it, I was just like, wow, you're really crispy the place. And the kid, he did really good. He had a nice place and all, but he wasn't good at all with the poor maple. It ended up, I took it for firewood. We also have a tiny cabin on an island. We are the only ones there. Smart. Get away from it all. Leave the cell phone at home. No computer. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Shawnee, yeah. You yeah, you'll be taking it easy for a while still. Good that you have the hubby. That helps. That really helps that you have someone keep an eye on you. Hey, you're such a great teacher, and you're way advanced, and I appreciate going to your live stream last night. I had to go and sleep, but I'll watch the replay today, and you know, but when my spare time last night, I went off the YouTube, and boom, I went to sleep. I slept for a long time. Yeah, I always wanted a tree house. They're fun, man. You can make small little tree stands or a big tree house. We have my daughter's birthday celebration this weekend. Well, happy birthday. If the great thing about treehouse, if you've got a zip line and a harness and a pet's pulley, you just go onto it and you just zip over to the next tree like Spider-Man. Hey, we do that here. I should make a video of that. Good morning, everyone. Yes, hello. Yes, yeah, yeah. Feel better there, Shawnee. Take it easy and wear that helmet. This is the lesson learned, right? It's just the way it is. Anytime there's danger, like when I go tree climbing, or if I'm rappelling off the Goldstream Bridge, I'll do that sometimes too, because I like my air traffic control device on my hip. So I just jump off a bridge and I just go. I haven't done it for a while now, but is left over from my days of rock climbing and tree climbing I did arbor work a lot. So just jumping out and zipping along on your on your rope, there's yeah, it's a lot of fun. Danny Lorraine saying hello. LGG Love says hi to Bud Files. Okay, it was my birthday yesterday. Well, happy birthday there, Brad. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you. And share. And yeah, hi, my Vancouver. Okay. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, happy belated birthday. Yeah, birthdays are cool. Happy born day. I always say happy born day because then you don't have to have a certificate saying this is my birth, right? It's just happy born day. And it's kind of fun to say happy born day instead of happy birthday, right? Hey, KP, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. AZ Highland Homestead. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cheers. I had a heck of a time putting on my StreamYard. About a week ago, I tried using it, and it's all different, and it was confusing. So this morning I woke up and I went, well, I need to know how this is working. I thought maybe I had to pay the money but I figured it out. But it wasn't, I'm not a techie type person. I watch, hummingbirds and, flowers bloom. I'm not into the digital world at all. I don't even care for it. I even have that down to a seed. CR calls it a seed because I leave a little dot there. I'm digitally eco-friendly. How much fertilizer soil are we going to build today? Fertile soil. Today, oh my gosh. Today I have to learn how to hook up my new air machine, and we're getting the boat ready for a trip into the North Pacific to go to the Gulf Islands and go to islands where nobody lives on them. Hey, so to do forage, get down to where there's no microwaves, and you can just lay down on the moss and pick wild indigenous plants and eat them. Just be careful eating too many because you're not used to such high nutrient value. How much fertile soil are we going to build today? Not a lot, not today. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I got lots to do. I have to get my gear ready. Hope you have an awesome trip. Well, I hope so too. It's the wind that was really brutal there. You can't land or take off from the ocean if it's like brutal 70 to 90K winds, it's the further you go, like if you go to all the way to the Broughton Archipelago, those are windswept islands, and then there's other islands where the bristlecone pine don't grow up; they grow straight across the ground, Danny, straight across the ground. Yeah, yeah. They can't. And then when you walk in amongst, they live thousands of years, these pine trees, eh? And you walk in amongst them, there's all these trails for sea lions and otters and seals and whatever would just use it as like a rabbit lead. They're like rabbit leads in underneath but you could stand up and walk. Sometimes you got to stoop down, but the trees don't grow straight up. The bristlecone pine, it grows straight across the ground for like a long, long ways. And not only that, it goes back onto the rock and onto the ground and then grows there and then continues on. Now you have a new one. It's kind of like a natural air layered thing. I hope yep, sweet. I love being on the water, exploring new places. One of my things to do when away from the homestead. Yeah, well, that's another thing is I'm going to be taking some figs with me to plant because there's this one spot that I like. It's quite a ways from here. It takes like over an hour and a half to get there, but I'm taking some with me, and I just have like a half a dozen different kind of figs that I've just got to have growing wild. That's all I'm saying. KP, good to see you. It's like the island where we have our cabin, can only land there when the ocean is calm and no swell. Exactly. One time I tried launching from there, and this wave, it was a long time, it was like 45 years ago. And this wave, I didn't see it, grabbed the little aluminum droop like boat, and it just picked it right up and it came back towards me, and I rolled out of the way and it slammed onto the beach. I'm like, geez, that was close, Howie. Yeah. So cool. Yeah. Hey, make it by Mandy. Good morning, Mandy. Good to see you. Guerrilla gardening. I've always wanted to do that, but never sure I will be back again if it's very far from home. Well, it's one of my bug out locations, so it's not. It was a close call. So, and I learned it was a long time ago. I was a young man then. I certainly wouldn't try to launch just any old time now. It doesn't work that way. I'm a little smarter, a little older, and I like to think I'm not as stupid as I used to be. But yeah, I rolled, Danny. I rolled away from it, and it was an aluminum, sloop, like it came up like that, and then it came together, and then it went like that in the front. And this piece here just kind of grabbed the clothing a little bit. I was just like, I just said to myself, I'll never launch again in any wind or waves or anything. It's just crazy. All it takes is the, close call. Yeah. All it takes is get hurt and you're alone. You're in a lot of trouble. If you don't have, that's why I always travel with someone that's trusted, which is, a like-minded human. You travel with just anybody. Well, that's what you got. You got just anybody. You don't know anybody's diatonics or their abilities or, their trade, so to speak. So I traveled with this one guy. He's a chief scout, and he's badass. He knows how to keep you alive, even if your lungs punctured. Got to keep you alive, right? I've seen him do all kinds of cool stuff over all the years I've known him, and I generally do not travel without him or someone of similar intelligence, because here on the wild West Coast, man, you know, you can fall down out there in the wilds and get scraped up on the barnacles, and then by the next day you're all infected, and the day after that, well, seagulls are eating your eyeballs. Sorry, that's what happens. Fair seas to you, Howie. Take care, man. Got to get to go doing things. Yeah, you too. I'm going fishing tomorrow. You take care. I'm going fishing and foraging. The boat's ready last night and today. And get the motor all going. Always good to have intelligent friends. Yeah, isn't that the truth, Mandy? So true, man. I mean, it's great that you take someone out there and you oversee them if they're not, they're young and dumb like you used to be. You look out for them. You don't start your cooking fire over there amongst all the logs on the beach. You bring it over here, build a little firewall, and there's little things that you do, right? But here it's a rainy world here, and the wind can come out of nowhere. But if you've got good weather, it's just like, yeah, I've got good weather. But when you've got bad weather, or you don't know, I carry a couple of radios with me, and I want the marine forecast, like for 1,000 miles that way, 500 miles, 200 miles, 100 miles. I know what's coming in the direction it's coming and stuff like that. Like when I go fishing here tomorrow, and it's a big fishing day for me because I haven't had fresh fish for a while. So I'll be just dropping them and cooking them right there as I catch them. I've got a little thing, so a little burner, like a little thing to cook on. So yeah, I want a nice feed of cod. Chance of getting salmon here, not so much. Might get halibut, and might get a linger, like nice, kind of like gray cod, sort of like them. Not exactly though, but they do get gray cod here, just like in Newfoundland. But they're not my favorite. I like red snapper, and I like ling cod. They're delicious. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's Shawnee. Well, I better put up a seed there from CR. Seed. Yeah. There you go. There. Yum. Cod and halibut, my fave. If you get too much, you know who to call. Yes. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I think I have that. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Interesting. So, yeah. So, it's just starting now where I am. I want to finish off my planting today. I only have half done, and my dog, I left the dog outside, and he went behind me and ate the tomato plants, everything. He ate them, like, and I'm like, first I thought, like, what the heck happened here? And I noticed there was disturbed soil. That one doesn't really jive with me because the way it was kind of bubbled up, I'm like, what the heck happened here? Like I could see where he ate partial leaves and stuff where you can see the little tooth marks. I got that, but there's this one area I didn't touch it. I'm going back out to look at it today, and I just don't understand how. I mean, I made the nice little feeder sack of beautiful, rich black humus that I put together, and I limed it, and I put in bone meal in it, and I mixed it up, and I just made it beautiful, and it's all bubbled up like this. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not a dog. I don't understand that. And the plant's gone, but the soil's been disturbed. I'm like, that's not a dog. So I have to get out there and look at that. There are moles and voles here, both, but I don't know yet, but I'm going to be like an archaeologist and dig, and I want to know what happened to that plant. Maybe I'll make a video. But yeah, I wasn't happy, and there was 3 of my favorite ones too from my monster friend. She's pretty cool. She she's really cool. And anyway, yeah, I think I said too much. I'm interested to hear what the cause was. Please do let us know how. Yeah, I have no idea. I can figure most things out because I'm pretty good at tracking people in the city or animals in the bush, and I know how to cut, so I'm pretty good. And that does not look like anything that I have ever seen before here. And it's funny because there was this guy, and he's still here in the neighborhood. He's a major thief, and he's got a cat. Well, when I came home yesterday, his cat was at my house. So I'm like, did his cat go? Because he lives a few houses down the road. I don't have him at my house. I'll say hello and just keep on going. But I'm like, has he been at my house? Because his cat's here, and his cat follows him everywhere. I'm like, rats maybe even. No, this doesn't look like an animal. This is something other than the status quo. This is almost looks humanistic, if that's a word. I'm interested. Yep, rats. Yeah, no. I don't know. I have to get out and look at it. It's disturbing me. Oh my God. Yeah. I got a mail call yesterday of seeds, all different kind of seeds. Yeah, really nice, different seeds. That was nice of the people to send it. I should have done something nefarious. Maybe it looks possible. Well, I hope you figured it out. Check your cameras to see if that guy was around. That's what's happening today. The tech guy's coming and he's looking at it. Like, what was that did that? So I have a seed haul live to do soon. Oh, cool. When? So we can all watch it. I had to leave your live last night, but it's so cool to talk about containers, and your friend Andy, I think his name is, or Meg or something like that. But he's got a business going on of setting people up for veggies. That's you don't know when. Well, if you send out a notification, I don't know if I'll get it, because sometimes you get notifications, sometimes you don't. Sometimes even when you check your subscriptions to see who's live, it doesn't say anything. And then when you go check the channel, you can see it's live. It's like, wait a minute here, right? Yeah, Andy in Minnesota. Yeah. Wild Edibles. Welcome, Wild Edibles. Yeah. But the reason I put up StreamYard today was I was having a hard time going on to it. So because I wanted to go live and do a soil thing live where you're actually making soil layers and then harvesting some, because I'm getting down to the nitty gritty of going off and doing my foraging and fishing and just doing my own thing. I just like to do that. Yeah, and yeah, that was really cool. That's a good enterprise to be in. It's Minnesota though. It's a short season, but it is viable for a money stream for sure. And then there's indoor or greenhouse or whatever you're doing. Absolutely, Growing food is it's a good income, and it's healthy for humans to grow their own food, make their own soils. Number one, but people buy soil. It's like, I've done it, but I refuse to do it now. I leave my Pathway Soil Bank soil made in layers, and I know what's in there, and I can leave that for 10, 15 years, and not even use it. And I can use it right away like a direct sow Like there's many ways to use it, especially if you're in a cold zone. It's nice to have a pathway soil bank, a hugel mound culture. You can look at it like that. It's really nice to have it because it's warm. You have a microclimate when you do a hugel culture mound. It's a microclimate. I have several hugel culture mounds that I've built, and the best ones are the more brown, green, brown, however you look at it, layers of 5-6 inches like that, and just tons of layers on top of some deciduous wood. And a lot of people put in too much branches. You got all kinds of holes. Now you got moles and rats. No, the only thing I got now are bunnies. There's a bunny warren, and she runs away. Yesterday, she ran away from the hugel culture mound. She's right in the corner. She's got these saggy boobs, and you can tell she's got a bunch of bunnies in there. And I was just like, oh, yeah. I said, there's no need to run. She tried to get me to go away from the warren. She tried to get me to go over, and she'd stop and look, and then she looked all crazed and then take off again. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to follow you. I don't need to. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, she's more than welcome to stay out there. She did eat the garlic, though. I was just like, wow, go for it. Animals or humans, I don't care who takes. There's 500, 600, 700 garlic out there. A lot of garlic. Some are like patches of wild indigenous garlic. And a guy from the vegetation department from the municipality here, he came over and he was looking at it over, and I went through him with him, and he's like, and I told him, I said, yeah, this is wild garlic. This is because you have to put native plants too with, whatever you're replacing. So it's their boulevard. It's not mine. So he's like, oh, this is not indigenous garlic. I said, well, there's a lot of different kinds of garlic here. I said, you see that patch right there? He's like, oh, yeah, that's wild garlic. And I'm like, yeah, that's wild garlic. Because they're little thin little, blades. They're not blades. They're actually round, but they're bunched together. So I put them all together. And then I have like a dozen different kinds of other garlic there. But he was missing the, he all he could see is all these garlic that are, domesticated species that he couldn't see it. And then he points out, the vegetation guy, he's got a degree in biology or whatever. He points out, he goes, look at that plant there. Are you allowed to have that plant there? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, do you know what it is? He's like, he's hesitating. I said, look, it's not water hemlock, okay? It looks very similar, but it's not. It's Canby lovage. He's like, that's right. And I'm like, yeah, that is right. But he was all like, no, they don't. No, they grow more like an onion, right? They just grow up, and then the scape comes out, but it's just comes out and it's a little tiny ball of seed. It's not something you'd harvest. Oh, snowing. You're masking that 4-letter word snow with an ing. Okay, it's not allowed here. Good morning, Wild. 10 Celsius yesterday. I don't know. It was 20 here. It was warm and hot, and had to sleep with the window open last night. It was so warm here. It was bloody warm. And Pilgrim, good morning. Happy Friday. Do wild garlic? No, it has nitrogen. Yeah, it does. So does rain. Rain or snow. The Wickershire. Bill. But it's just corn in 380 kernels. Get corn. Well, Bill, good luck. Corn are heavy feeders of nutrients and water, Bill. They're heavy. Morning, Bill. Cheers. Hey, the stoned homesteader. Wow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Maybe call it white nitrogen. Yeah. Yep. It's Carolina, a.k.a. Willie. Well, hello, Willie. And he's saying hello to Wild. Yeah, so it's interesting that the different parts of Canada you have like snow, and then there's southern Ontario is warming up pretty good, but on the west coast here in southern Vancouver Island, all the way to White Rock, and then over a bit more, it's pretty summer-like conditions. Yesterday, I got a lot of sun. My face is all red from it. I actually have a bit of a headache from the brightness. I got to wear my sunglasses, and I didn't yesterday, or I'd have a ring here. Yeah, maybe 24 we catch up. We will catch up. Maybe May 24th. Yeah, then warm to the north, cold here still. Yeah, I was a little bit. There was frost just over here. I was looking at it, going, winter showed up finally, and like a little bit of frost on the car. I'm like, yeah. I kind of wanted it like to snow for a few days at Christmas, because then it feels Christmassy kind of thing. Never happened. Yeah, they warm to the north, cold here still. Yeah. Thanks for all those thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And the reason I went with the StreamYard is I've been trying to get it to work. I couldn't. They have this different layout, and I'm not a digital techie type guy. I don't care. I don't want to know about it. So yeah. So that's why I'm live, or I'd put up the invite, but I'm just was trying to get it to work. Yeah, I forgot my shade hat the other day, Bill says. I burned my neck. No southern comments. I get there. Redneck comes from just means hard worker. Yeah, well, you're just another Earthling, Bill. I mean, I don't want to shock you or anything. And Johnny Gross says, the seed is for you, Bill. Wickeshire, good job. Yeah. Well, the thing is, protect yourself. But the great thing is that when that sunlight hits you, and your cholesterol inside you, okay, converts to vitamin D or hormone D. There's debate on that. And that's how, 20 minutes of in the sun, and you just get a massive surge of vitamin D, hey? Right? And yeah. Anyway, sunlight, vitamin D. Yeah, I don't know why they call it a vitamin. It's not a vital mineral. It's a hormone anyway, you can figure it out. You can Google it. It's always boggled my brain. I got too much D. Yeah, funny guy. Keep it up, Bill. Keep it in the scabbard and off the ice. Yeah, funny guy. Oh yeah, sunlight. Yeah. Ha. Where are we? Down to okay. My skin used to be really dark in the summer, but I'm old and have to stay out of the midday heat now. Sunstroke can put me down. Well, that's a good thing. Is you can overdo anything. Cheers. Well, it's good to you putting in nitrogen fixers, Bill. Just got to move my magnifier here. It doesn't stay on there. Yeah, that's good. I bought a very good friend of mine bought me a new hat like this yesterday. and my friend gave it to me. So that was nice, but I'm not wearing it. I'm going to save it for when I have to go to a wedding or a funeral or I have a bunch of these, but they're all, see where I put my hand? I'm gardening, right? Yeah. Yeah. I love the heat. Yeah. Well, yeah, I like heat too, but I like nice cool breeze by the ocean. That's my favorite. I just lay down on the beach and just wake up to crabs crawling on me and sand fleas in my hair and up my nostril and my ear. I have. You fall asleep in a big sun umbrella, right? It's beautiful down there. It's the negative ions. I mean, your biorhythm is really getting juiced with negative ions, and which you want. I love the heat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I row huge row of tenderets. I think they are pole beans. I want French style string beans. Wife says we have too many seed packets. Well, if you listen to Shawnee Gross there, succession crops is the way to do it, hey? Every 2 weeks, I have to go and do that again here pretty quick. It's been going on almost a month since I put down all the spinach, but my spinach are like this, and I'm not in no big hurry for a lot of spinach. I have all this kale and lovage and chard, and I eat greens every day. And today I put in a tenderloin chuck into my pressure cooker, and that's all ready to go now. I cut it off. I have the whole tenderloin. No, it's not tenderloin. Sorry, it's a strip loin. So I kept the New York part, and then the chuck loin part I put into my slow cooker. I mean, it's nice and all, but it has all that collagen, all that gristle, well, not all that gristle, but I mean, it has a lot of collagen in it. So I don't cook that on my barbecue, but I air dried so I can take some and go with and cook. I have these little briquette boxes. You just light the top of it and put it on a log, and then once the flame goes down and it starts the gray ash on the briquette, and just as it's a little bit, say 10 minutes of burning, and then the flame is gone, but the briquette still like heat, you drop it onto you drop your food like fish or meat right onto it, so that way you're mobile food, right? You don't have to have a kitchen, you don't have to have anything. I have my Mountain Alpine French press and Italian press with me for my coffee, and that's all I need is meat. Once the meat is cooked, the veggie is right behind it. It's cooking on the same little square little briquette. You can buy them for like $10-15, and yeah. So what happens is you've got your meat or fish or chicken here. I don't generally eat chicken out in the wild anyway, too dicey. And then on this side, the veggies are just not as hard, but yeah. Only reason I did 300 acorn is to have a freeze. We have a freezer. Well, good luck on that, Bill. Or I would drop 24. What? I want French. Okay. Lazy corn. I like corn frozen whole and cooked in the oven from frozen. Yeah, me too. I'm not big corn eater. But I mean, I will eat it once in a while. But if it's wild organic corn or something like that, I'm all for it. Don't defrost because it goes weird. Yeah, exactly. You just pop it right in there. I leave the shaft onto it, the shuck onto the corn and everything, and just put it right into the oven. I just nip it off at the end there and take off the tassel if there's still some. And I just make sure the oven's preheated to like 375, 420, and drop it in there for like 20, 25 minutes, and bing, bada, boomba. Yeah. Oh, mind blowing. I saw leaf miners on clover leaves. The leaf is paper thin now. Does a larvae get between the cell walls? Well, Well, you just need, if you got any bugs, you just need some ladybugs. Yep, leave it on its steams. Exactly. 49. Okay, I'm here for 11 more minutes. I only like corn fresh, barbecue in the leaves, delish. Yeah, me too. It's my favorite. I don't freeze corn like I used to. And you can pretty much have corn here all year round, because once it's done here, you got you go a little further south, all the way to California, to Mexico, and it gets shipped here. You have fresh corn all the time. They can eat between the cells. Yeah. Bugs. Yeah. Those are leaf miners. They morph from click beetle, and they go into problem when you see them there, and it, your plant gets weaker. We have winter to consider. Have to have enough food to carry us over. Well, that's nothing wrong with that. That's a smart thing. Maybe start experimenting with the Cucurbita ficifolia, that last 7 hunger gaps. Hey, Shawnee Groves, if you're still here, did you get your seed from Martha Washer, Diva in the Dirt? Yeah, did you get the seed from her? I forgot to ask you about that. There's a farm in Arrington that has the best corn. Now, if you have to buy it, try Silver Meadows corn one day. I've had Silver Meadows corn. My favorite corn comes from the Land Conservancy place down the road here. And yeah. But I like good corn taste. I like white peaches and cream corn. I don't like old corn. I only like fresh young corn. I don't like corn that's over. See what happens is it changes the glucose level once it's picked, right? It can go up, right? So, yeah. Robin Garden sent us Cushaw seeds and green strip praying. That does extra well. Massive squash. If you have good soil and water, I mean, you'll go a long ways, Bill. Yeah. I'm growing some. The McNabb's farm in Cedar has corn too, but it was terrible one year when I bought it. I've never bought from them again. That's a problem here too at Silver Rill, farms down the road. We used to have great corn there, but the past 3 years, I think they're selling corn from like wherever, because it's crap. I mean, you pretty much have to be a hog to eat it. I'm not a hog. I mean, I have 86% same DNA as one, but I'm not a hog. I would go there with family for years to Silver Rill. And then about 3 years ago, it was junk. It was old. It was hard. And people were putting it back down. And the lady's like, "Oh no, you can't just take it apart. They hand it to you. You're not allowed to open it and have a look at it anymore." And they have a barricade there because people were just like, "Wow, this isn't right," and they put it back. Well, they did some shenanigans where they blocked off where you couldn't go and check the corn. And it was a really huge popular place for corn. Not no more. Like that parking lot used to be full all the time because they had the best corn. For 3 years in a row now, they have crap corn. We don't even go there anymore. Yeah, I'm not buying something I can't. It's like bagged fruit. Fruit's already in a bag for you. Here you go. Well, you get the good and bad and ugly and whatever. No, I will pick out my fruit and put it in the bag myself. Thank you. And I've said that too. And some people don't like that because they have fruit that's tasteless or it's grown with chemicals, whatever. I don't care. If I'm not looking at it, I ain't buying it. Yeah, I would buy the corn if I can't look at it first. Yeah, exactly. It goes tough quick because it's flour corn. Exactly. We still have not planted tomatoes or peppers. My nights are in 50s, low 60s, 10 Celsius. Yeah, well, That's what greenhouses are for, Bill. Yeah. But I'm out of here in 5 minutes. I've got my day is starting, so off planting. Miss, I'll actually leave now. And thank you all for being here. I'm buying tomato starts. Yeah, I'm doing that too. Tomato starts. I've bought some already. I'm not growing them anymore. I don't. They grow wild here anyway. So good morning, peace journey. I'm just on my way out. I did test peppers. It's been 12 days, so still a no-go. Yeah. Good morning. Bye, everyone. See you, Mandy. Thank you all for being here. But my day is starting, and I need some air. Kind of like, ugh. So much love, mad respect. We'll see you all again, and take care. Off foraging and fishing, so I won't be on YouTube for a little bit. Bye-bye. Thank you. Much love, mad respect. Have a great day. LGG love, Wild Edibles, Peace Journey, Mandy, Bill. And if I've missed anybody, blessings to everyone.